What's up, everyone? Back for another beer review, and today is Wednesday, which of course means it's time for another West New York Wednesday here on the channel. And the beer I'm reviewing today once again comes from the Southern Tier Brewing Company, and they're out of Lakewood, New York, and this is their 2X Juice Jolt. So they're calling this one an Extra Juicy Double IPA, and on the side of the label, it does say ale with natural flavors. It comes in at 9.5% alcohol by volume, 20 IBUs at the time of review. I don't know exactly how old this can is, but it does have a Best By date of August 3rd of 2023, and we're about 5 months away from that date, so this should be quite fresh. And knowing Southern Tier, they typically give, I believe, 6 months on their Best By date, so this was probably canned in early February of this year, which makes this just over a month old, we'll say, at the time of review. So this is the newest release from Southern Tier, and full disclosure, I've not had this, but I had its younger sibling, Juice Jolt. I had it on tap at the Southern Tier Buffalo Brew Pub a couple weeks ago before the Sabres game, and I had it in a flight. And the first thing that I kind of noticed about it was that it was very akin to New Belgium's Voodoo Ranger. What was the one that I reviewed? Was it Fruit Force? Something like that. Whatever one I reviewed from New Belgium within the past, I think, like 6 months. It had that concentrated, like, fruit juice vibe to it without any, like, real beer qualities. And I'm glad I got it in a flight, because after the 5 ounces, I was like, I'm done with it. It kind of tasted like a mixture of, say, orange juice and, like, pineapple juice. And it was good, but, like, in small amounts. It was like after that 5 ounces, like, timeout. So I saw the 2X version, and I'm like, all right, this is 9.5, the regular 6.8. It's hopefully better. We'll see. Like, I don't know. I don't know. We'll check it out. So for hops, they're using Mosaic, Citra, Idaho 7, HBC 630, Amarillo, and CTZ. All off the top of the dome piece. I remember 6 hops. I'm proud of myself. It's like a mental exercise. Anyway, I just cracked it. It literally smells from a distance like straight on orange juice or like tangerine juice. I don't know. We'll see. Give it a pour here. You know, when it comes to that Voodoo Ranger, whatever it was, Fruit Force or whatever, it was called something like that. They came out with another one recently that I didn't try. A lot of folks, I've gotten, comments on that review saying, oh man, I love this. It's, 9% and it gets you where you need to be and it tastes like juice. And other people are like, yeah, that's just too artificial for me. I'm kind of in between, where I like the flavor, but I also don't want to drink an entire can of it. I hope that's not the case for this. I pick up beers because I want to try them and enjoy them, but we'll see. Anyway, that head died instantly, and I imagine the natural flavors is what caused the head to just dissipate to nothing there. But yeah, it has that hazy kind of, hazy IPA look to it. It has like a hazy orange yellow color, decent carbonation, but the fact that it literally has no head kind of worries me, because it just fizzed away like it's some kind of soda pop or maybe seltzer. I don't know. That's interesting. Anyway, let's get a nose on this one. Yeah, it just smells like, honestly, just like straight on fruit juice. Yeah, so this is what I remember. This one smells kind of like orange, tangerine, and then like some pineapple. At first, when I had the one on tap at the Buffalo Brew Pub, it kind of reminded me of like Pineapple Lifesavers. It had kind of like a concentrated, like candied pineapple. Not as candied here, but it also doesn't smell like authentic fruit juice. Getting natural flavors. But yeah, it's like a mixture of pineapple, orange, and tangerine. But it also, okay, and I just got that aroma a little bit. It kind of smells like an orange, like floor cleaner. I know that doesn't sound good. I actually like that smell. But it doesn't smell like beer. And I'm not going to sit here and, be a hypocrite, because, how many beers have not tasted or smelled like beers? Heavily fruited sours, your pastry stouts, things like that, where it's like, oh, that's like a fruit juice or a smoothie. And I'm like, I don't care. It's delicious. Something about this and that Voodoo Ranger, I think it was fruit. I'm gonna probably reference it like a half dozen times. I think it was Fruit Force. I think that's the one that I drank. I could be wrong. It could be something else. But whatever one I reviewed, I don't know. They just don't work as well. It just smells too artificial. I don't know. It doesn't smell bad. It just doesn't have any beer qualities. Like, I can't tell you this smell. Oh, there's a little bit of breadiness from the malt or the hop characters doing this. It just smells like straight on fruit juice. Anyway. Hopefully it's good. Let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. Yeah, it's carbonated fruit juice with a little alcohol. I'll give them this. I'll give Southern Tier this off of that sip. 9.5%, they hide it quite well. There's like real no warming in my chest. There's not like any astringency on the palate. Like, it's pretty impressive from that aspect. But it's just a little bit syrupy. It's like higher side of medium, lower side of full, but it has like almost like a soda pop kind of syrupy kind of nature to it. Not over the top. It's not like a soda pop, but it's kind of in that realm. The mouthfeel, it's definitely like moderate carbonation. It's spritzy on the palate. It has a nice dryness to this. So let's go positives, because I feel like I'm being negative in here, but I'm not. I'm trying to just, you know, try to make you understand that like these kind of beers right now, the New Belgium one, the lower ABV one, this, it's just too much of one thing that I don't necessarily enjoy. So I'm not trying to be negative. I try to see the positives in every beer I review. We'll go positives. Hides the alcohol extremely well. This has a big dryness to me on the back of the palate. Could be an alcohol dryness, could be just a dryness from the beer in general. But it's not overly sweet, which is beautiful. Especially if you're going to want to drink a couple of these and, you know, get a buzz going or get drunk or whatever. You drink 2 or 3 of these, I don't think it's going to be too much as far as the sweetness goes. So those are the positives for me. I think those are good positives. The negatives are that this is just very akin to that New Belgium beer where it's too much of one thing. I don't hate the flavor of this. I just know it's going to get boring extremely quickly. If I am able to drink the rest of this can, it will be a win. But it's one of those things where it's just like the flavors are just like too much of, you know, 1 or 2 flavors, and it's just like I'm gonna get bored of it because it doesn't have any complexity. It doesn't have any, to me, any like real beer qualities. Like, I'm trying to look for something. There might be a little bit of like a mild bitterness, like hop character. You have 6 different hops, and I don't know how much they're really doing here. So I reviewed the Southern Tier Peanut Butter Cup Imperial Stout, and that tastes like butter popcorn to me, and I wasn't a fan. A lot of folks seem to really enjoy that one. Some folks were with me where they buttered popcorn, or even just whatever they got out of it wasn't peanut butter. So very polarizing beer. I feel like this is going to be another beer where somebody will drink it and be like, oh, this is delicious. Tastes like fruit juice. It's almost 10%. I could crush a bunch of these. And then you're going to get other folks like me that's just like, after about 5 or 6 ounces, I don't want that. Like, I'm just done with that flavor, whatever this is right here, whatever this is, I'm done with it. It's not bad. This is not a drain pour. It's not. I'm trying to paint a picture here of like trying to get folks to understand. Like, I don't think this is a bad beer. I don't dislike this. It's just, it's something where this is a flight beer. I want 5 ounces of it and I want to move on. That's kind of where I'm at. Again, has a full dry feeling to it. Mild bitterness, pretty balanced. It is sweet up front, but it's not overly sweet. It's solid. It tastes like, again, orange and pineapple to me, like fruit juice, and it has a little bit of that like kind of pineapple candied kind of lifesaver feeling to it. Outside of that, this has not a ton of complexity. There's not a lot going on. I can't hate it, but I think I like the 6.8 one a little bit better. Yeah, I think I like that one a little bit more. I don't know. I gave the Voodoo Ranger a 4 out of 5. I think this is kind of in that same realm, but I don't know. 2X Juice Jolt from Southern Tier. I'm going to give this a 3.75 out of 5. But that is with, if I had to drink an entire can, I'd give this like a 3 out of 5. I don't think I could do it. Yeah. But if I could drink this as a flight, it's a 3.75 all day. Price point availability, I think these were like $13.99 a 6-pack in my neck of the woods. I was lucky enough to grab this in a Mix 6 location at my local Wegmans grocery store, $12.99 a 6-pack. So I was able to get a can of this, so I didn't have to buy an entire 6-pack, and I'm glad I didn't, because I don't really want to drink this again unless it's in like if I'm sharing this with at least one person, if not a couple. Yeah, I would love to have 4 or 5 ounces of this. It's somewhat refreshing. It has good flavor. It's just, I'm almost halfway through this can and I'm just kind of like, I want to move on to something else. And availability, wherever you see Southern Tier, you probably should see this start rolling out. I did not see any cans of their Juice Jolt. I don't know if they released that in cans. I just know I had it on tap, again, at the Buffalo Brew Pub. But I do know this one's in cans clearly. So wherever you see Southern Tier stuff, this should show up at some point. And my recommendation is pick it up if you like that Voodoo Ranger Fruit Force, or whatever it was called, from New Belgium that I reviewed. If you like that, I think you're going to like this. If you didn't like that, you probably won't like this. Again, a 3.75 sounds like a pretty damn good score for something that I'm, not saying a lot of great things about. But again, keep in mind that I don't want to drink this entire glass. I don't know. I know I've been rambling this once, a longer one. I apologize. My brain is breaking with these. I don't know if this is where like a lot of like IPAs and double IPAs are going. Count me out on this. I think this is not where I want it to be specifically. I love juicy, New England haze, but those at least have beer qualities to them. This is kind of just like alcoholic fruit juice, which if that's your thing, by all means, go to town. But for me, not really looking for that. So yeah, again, 9.5% hides it extremely well. So kudos to them on that. And yeah, anyway, I'm still gonna listen. The last couple of beers from Southern Tier, miss for me personally. A little bit disappointed, especially in the peanut butter cup one. This one a little less disappointed, but still not my jam. But I'm still going to try new stuff from them. They're one of my favorite breweries from back in the day, and I'm still going to try new stuff because some of their stuff is delicious. This is just not one of them for me personally. Anyway, if you've had this one before, post in the comment section. Let me know what you think about it. If you've had this and the new Belgium Voodoo Ranger I want to say Fruit Fort, and it's not. It's Fruit Force. But English is hard for me. So if you've had both of them, which one did you prefer? Did you think they're kind of in the same realm? I do. Anyway, I'm going to shut it down. Check back next Wednesday for another Western New York Wednesday. I think I'm going to do, it's St. Patrick's Day kind of themed beer. So we'll see how that goes. It's from Community Beer Works, and it should be good, hopefully. Anyway, till the next one. Cheers.